Oh, sorry guys about that cut off. I had some technical difficulties right there. But let's take a look at this one. So if I know this is 45 degrees, then I can automatically know it's going to be this one right here. Okay. And this may look similar to the last one, right? Because when you look at the last one, you can see that there is a 2, but the 2 is a leg. If you had a line coming directly out from one of the 45-degree angles, that would be your 2. But for this one, it's a little bit different because the 2 is actually now your hypotenuse. So if you come out this way, that's going to be your 2. So x square root of 2 is going to equal to 2. You want to solve for x all by itself. So you're going to divide both sides by square root of 2. Okay, that cancels out. X is equal to 2 over the square root of 2. The only thing is it's not simplified when you leave a square root at the bottom. So we're going to have x is equal to 2 over the square root of 2. Remember, anything divided by itself is 1. Okay, so essentially we're going to be multiplying by 1 right now. And when anything is multiplied by 1, it keeps the same value. So multiply it by square root of 2 over the square root of 2. That's going to give me 2 square root of 2 over square root of 2 times square root of 2. Remember, when you multiply two square roots together, you can multiply the numbers under the square root together. So 2 square root of 2 divided by square root of 4. Square root of 4 is 2, so we have 2 square root of 2 divided by 2. The 2's cancel out. You just left with the square root of 2. So that's going to be my x. So now, honestly, it's really easy because all you have to do is just replace these. So these are just going to be your x's, right? So all you have to do is replace your v and your u. So because that's equal to u, this is equal to v. So if I already know my x is square root of 2, I know my u is square root of 2. I know my v is square root of 2. And those are going to be my final answer. Okay. And let's look at one final example. Let's say I have, what the? There we go. This lovely triangle. Okay. And let's say this is 60 degrees, 2, x, and y. Oh, you know what? This is going to get kind of tricky with x and y's over there. I'm going to redo. Ooh, too much. I just want that part erased. There you go. Okay. Let's just do A and B. Okay. So, I see this is a 60-degree angle right here. Automatically, I know it's going to be a 30, 60, 90. If I drew a line directly out from my 60 degrees, I'm going to get 2. Okay. So I can say that this x squared root of 3 is equal to 2. Same thing as before, solve for x. We're going to divide both sides by the square root of 3. X, and that cancels out, is equal to 2 over the square root of 3. Same thing as before, we can't leave it simplified on the bottom like that. So we're going to multiply the top and the bottom. It's equivalent of multiplying it by 1. You don't actually change the value. So 2 square root of 3 over, and then remember, when you multiply two square roots together, you can bring them together. So square root of 9, that is not looking good. Square root of 9. So we're going to get 2 square root of 3. Can't simplify that anymore. All over, and the square root of 9 is 3, so we just leave it like that. There's not much else we can do, but that's going to be our x, okay? So we solve for x with our information of a 2. Let's take a look. Now 30 is actually equal to x, so I can already know that this is going to be a 30-degree angle based off of this right here. So if I bring down my 30, it's going to be b. So b is equal to x, which is equal to 2 square root of 3 over 3. Okay. And then we could pull out from our right angle, our 90-degree angle goes to A. So A is equal to 2x, which is equal to 2 times 2 square root of 3 over 3. And honestly, the easiest, I think, kind of most efficient thing to do with this is just multiply the top. You can leave it kind of that form. I don't like that form. So it'd be 4 square root of 3 over 3, and that's your A. Perfect. And then so that kind of covers our 30, 60, 90, how you would approach it, how you'd recognize it, and how you would solve for the different variables.